Okay. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the King Kush channel. We're back again with another live stream. You know what it is. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it light this time with the intro and all that because I ain't gonna lie. We had a good result, lad. For some reason, it doesn't look like there's any volume coming through from the game, and there was 2 seconds ago. So let me find out what's going on with that. Oh, there's just no sound, genuinely. All right, that's fair. All right then. So essentially, now that's a bit too low. You meant to hear something. You meant to pick something up. Yeah, that's a bit mad. That is. How come? But I can hear something in my. Hold on. All right. There we go. That was part of the problem for sure. All right then. I've learned that lesson. Don't turn down the broadcasting volume. All right. Boom. So last time we was on, we was looking for Herta or Hyacinth. Those banners are passed now, and these 2 new banners have come out. One of them is for this character called Cipher, and one of them is for Aglaya. Aglaya we've already got, so you know we ain't too worried about that. As for the first character, I don't know about that right now. But what we can do is, I mean, we don't need to test out Aglaya because we've been using her for like what, a month. But we can have a look at what the other character does. We can have a look. We've got absolutely no wishes, no points, no nothing. So to be fair, even if he was to try to get a character right now, we're going from scratch to be honest. Okay. So, in terms of her design, obviously, I'm only still on the second world. People that probably got further on in the game probably understand what's going on with their design and stuff, etc. But I ain't really clued up right yet. Right. But we'll get to it. The game sounds like unusually low, you know. Let me see something. It should be lower than my voice, but you know what we should do? Can't really
Time is money, you know. Wait any longer and you'll owe me interest.
Hey, yo, what the hell? Oh, hell no. You don't get joke out of my face.
Enemy targets detected.
Yep, I can't lie. This is kind of triggering, to be honest. I'm seeing Acheron, man. I am seeing Acheron, man.
Step up, let's see ya.
I'm seeing Acheron and I'm not happy about it. That 50-50 loss hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie, that hurt.
Still waters of oblivion.
Seeing her now hurts, man.
I'll take it on.
God damn. Alright, yeah.
Not me.
Enemy data
Okay, so the follow-up attack.
Time for a good old counterattack.
In the mood for another beating?
Can't lie, I'm gonna have to get a couple levels on Gallagher as well, you know.
My friends?
But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Seeing Acheron here.
I weep for the
So
departed.
no, that's kind of annoying.
It too shall fall.
Kind of annoying. Lie, blood.
Our cute play with enough believers. Lies become reality. Gotcha.
Step up, let's see ya.
Okay.
It ain't over.
I kind of get the vibe that Acheron's kind of stronger than her. I'm not gonna lie.
Come to me. Destined for oblivion. You can't run.
I do get the follow-up attack thing though.
Commencing support.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Decent, man. Decent character. I still think sometimes you do some of these showcases and literally it's it's the other characters on the team that kind of stands out a bit more. Always a problem when I see that, I must admit. Like I said, Aglaya, we've already got Aglaya, so there's no need for us to do an aptitude test. That's a pointless one at the moment. Yeah, so those are the new characters. We absolutely build out the simulated universe to get some of the stuff that we needed. Yeah, we might want to relax on that if we want to have a chance at getting some stuff in the future. And yeah, in terms of what we're gonna do mission wise and all that, I think what I need to do now, honestly, is I need to clear out some of this stuff, man. It's actually getting ridiculous still. In terms of what we'll do first and whatnot and all that. I think what we should probably do is we could probably like take a bit of time to finish off these quests from before. And no one closer than this. I can't remember what you need that for, so I'm gonna leave that. Stay up above me. It's a bit dark, man. I can't really see what's going on, but you know this is the dark stage, isn't it?
Look, Pascal's over there. Who's
The hell is that?
Pascal, who did this to you?
Pain. Hurt. Pain.
I ain't gonna lie, this
Hurt,
robot's
pain.
kind of annoying, you know. I'm
Hurt.
gonna just put that out there.
Hurt. Pain.
Clara, get away. This is a fragmentum creature. It's extremely dangerous.
A fragmentum creature? What are you talking about?
Fragmentum creature.
Request approved. Reanalyzing. Reanalysis complete. The original assessment stands. This is a fragmentum creature and is thus extremely dangerous.
Could it have malfunctioned? It appears to be normal.
Please step back. I shall eliminate this fragmentum creature.
No, it's going to attack Pascal. We have to stop it.
Huh.
Hostility detected.
We're in trouble
Commence
now.
elimination protocols.
I'll be honest,
Oh
man.
no! It seems to think we're its
That
enemies
robot
as
thinks
well.
that robot's weird, man. It would make sense if it's on the fragmentum, to be fair. Alright then. So in terms of HSR right now.
Time for resolution.
Let's make it
In terms of HSR right now, some of the characters that I'm looking to get, I think one of them might be popping up soon, but nothing's been announced as of yet, and that's going to be for not be for a while now.
Are made to be broken.
There's not many characters that I personally am looking for on the horizon at the minute.
Countless threads. Thus
So-
our fates become one.
I think it might be a case of characters that we take at this point are just going to have to be
Let's
like
go.
point-wise economical. I'd rather kind of save points
A little
so that when some of the characters that we're actually looking for are coming out, we can just spend those
Phew.
where we need to.
Luckily, the patrol robot and Pascal's cores are still intact. The big fella shell is only slightly dented. Thank you for your help. The only thing that puzzles me is why the big fella mistook Pascal for a fragmentum creature. I can't figure it out. Well, let's not worry about that now. Anyway, I'll take this core back and examine it. Now, let's insert Pascal's core into the big fella's shell.
Okay.
Language module. Connect. Connecting. Connection. Complete.
Wait, what?
Testing. Verifying. All modules working.
Did they put him in this
Welcome
robot?
back, everyone. Finally. Pascal has been waiting.
Pascal, you're back to normal. Oh, I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Pascal, could you please, explain why you were stealing parts?
Collecting parts. Returning to workshop.
Workshop? Oh, do you mean the tempering workshop in Rivet Town?
Been waiting. Repair. Follow, please. Pascal!
Pascal ran off. He went in that direction. I think he wants us to follow him.
Alright. Pretty simple stuff. What the hell?
I think this place used to be a restaurant. One time, I found a bunch of canned food here. The vagrants in the camp were so happy. However, I've always wondered, the light here, why is it still on?
The light.
This place has clearly been abandoned for a
I see no
long
light.
time. Also, there's dust all over the place, but none of the equipment appears to be deteriorating. I don't think so. No one should be living here. I never saw anyone when I came here to hunt for supplies. Anyway, someone must be looking after this place. But who? And why?
I mean...
Keep at it.
Oh boy.
Welcome, customers. Catadons.
Is that fear I sense?
Let's be.
Let's make it quick.
Okay.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Rules are made to be broken.
A little
Let's go.
nap time. No.
But yeah. Essentially, we're gonna try and actually make some head.
Clara, welcome back. Rivet Town.
What is wrong with that robot? Is it just the shading?
Isn't it shiny? Job, Pascal. Done. Nice.
Huh? Could it be? Pascal has been repairing this abandoned town?
I mean, it does look nice
Pascal,
compared to everything else.
repair. Indeed. Waiting. Been everyone. Parts. Pascal. Collect. Non-stop. Rivet Town. Repair. Non-stop.
It seems that Pascal was stealing parts because he wants to repair the town.
Waiting. Everyone. Pascal. Non-stop. Leave. Everyone. Come back. One day.
Has Pascal been waiting for Rivet Town's evacuated residents to return?
Basically, yeah.
Repair. Been every day. Pascal. Use. Can. Everyone. Return.
Pascal has been looking after the town so that everyone can go back to their previous lives when they return.
Workshop. Tempering. Here. base. Pascal, secret. Parts, store. Enemies, not here. Place, safe. Scared, no need, everybody.
Ah,
Okay.
this appears to be the secret base where Pascal keeps the parts. Although we now know why he took them, there are still many unanswered questions. For example... Right, but I don't think Pascal will give us a straightforward answer on this one. I wonder if we can find any clues here.
Rivet Town, live, Clara. Tour, feel free, please.
Okay. At least we get 60 gems from this in the end.
These pages are so neatly cut out. Oh, and they smell like geomarrow fuel. Is there someone here in Rivet Town doing this? Or could Pascal have collected the pages and put them together?
I feel like I might need to put my I need to put my soundboard on the other side, you know. Right now it's not really operational. It's even loaded.
This must be the result of Pascal's meticulous repairs. But the little fella doesn't really need the monitor, does he? Hey, those look like handprints on the side of the cabinet. Human handprints. Could this monitor have been recently used by someone? Huh? What's this? A diary? Wow, such neat handwriting. No, wait a minute. I think this was printed onto the cover. Could it be Pascal's?
Okay.
Pascal. So that's what happened. Let me think. How about we go over Pascal's whole story again, from the start? That is correct.
Okay.
Pascal used to be a
So
robot
it's
guardian
sentient.
of
How
Rivet
did it become
Town.
sentient?
Pascal's backup power was activated for some reason shortly after the residents were evacuated.
And it became
It woke up
sentient.
to discover that the whole place had been abandoned. So it decided to collect parts, repair the town, and wait for everyone to return. However, for some reason, Pascal keeps getting attacked by his fellow robots because the automatons think he's a fragmentum creature. I'm not sure, but I suspect Pascal's tormented sense of self stems from him being constantly attacked by his fellow robots. The module used to detect emotions was frequently damaged, eventually turning him into a small robot that did nothing but collect parts. I don't know. I can't find the answer in Pascal's diary. Pascal, why do your peers keep rejecting you?
Big brother, Clara, tour, enjoyable, is it?
Okay.
Pascal, collect parts, ready, continue. Or, wait, instruction, next.
Pascal's consciousness does not appear to have returned to the level shown in the diary.
Big brother, Clara, Rivet Town, resident. Pascal, protect everybody.
I see. Thank you so much, Pascal. You can stop gathering parts for the time being. Just stay here and wait for us to return and give you your next orders, alright?
Pascal, affirmative. Be good. Wait.
Let's go back to Mr. Svarog and talk about what to do next.
Okay.
So, that's what happened, Mr. Svarog. But there's one thing I don't understand. Why is Pascal being treated as a fragmentum creature?
This robot has been repairing itself using fragmentum-contaminated components for an extended period of time.
Okay.
Therefore, automatons connected to the base network recognize it as a fragmentum creature.
That makes a lot of
This
sense.
is a minor issue that can be resolved by replacing components. Do not worry.
Not gonna lie.
I see.
A giant
Has
robot.
Mr. Svarog ever witnessed a similar
Intelligent
incident
giant
anywhere in the
robot.
network?
Super useful, you know. Might have to fix
No.
that.
Network-connected automatons regularly clear out muddled information in their core modules.
Can't lie, Svarog is probably better off
The
winning this.
likelihood of a robot gaining
side
sentience
down for
beyond
real.
control is approximately 0.12%. For those that aren't connected to the network, the chance climbs to 3.23%. Please keep in mind that these probabilities are only estimates. Over the past 700 years, this has never happened in the underworld. To make life easier for users, all of Belobog's automatons contain language simulation abilities. They generate appropriate responses by reading preset parameters and mimicking natural human conversations.
Okay.
This, however, is only a simulation, and it does not mean that the automatons have actual emotional intelligence.
Okay. So they are essentially just
But
robots. Just super
Mr.
smart
Svarog
ones.
is different.
Given that automatons can still develop emotion modules using their own processing power, I have a backup plan in place.
Okay.
Mr. Svarog always takes all factors into account and handles problems logically. I can't do that myself yet. So, what should we do with Pascal?
It is recommended that Pascal's data be formatted and integrated into the base network. I will maintain the robot's core module
You
and
said that like
prepare
2
its
missions
hardware
ago.
once it has been integrated into the base network. There is a greater than 97.2% chance that this robot will return to normal after the bad sectors and muddled information are removed. However, once the formatting is complete, the robot's emotional intelligence will vanish.
Is there no other option?
This option minimizes both internal and external losses. Although Clara's account indicates that the robot is relatively stable, the assessment based on the computations shows that both the risk of Pascal crashing and the amount of muddled information are increasing when it approaches 100%.
I
Madness.
understand. But I don't think I'm ready to give up on Pascal just yet. We've helped Pascal find compatible hardware. If we can eliminate the muddled information without damaging the sectors linked to his emotional intelligence,
You know the chances of that are incredibly low, Clara.
no, I can't just give up. There has to be another way. Maybe there's another way. We can install a lock in Pascal's core,
A lot.
clear the redundant data, and locate the core sectors that are still intact. Then, we can install a new suite of operational programs.
Oh, snap. Yo,
The
what's up,
suite
Jan?
of programs
My
can
bad.
regulate Pascal's behavior
Oh, snap. What's up,
and
Aisha?
prevent him from hurting people.
I'm playing games, you know. My bad,
With
people.
this
My
method,
bad.
we might be able
let me
to
try and
retain
turn my
as much
screen.
of Pascal's emotional intelligence as possible
Let me try
while
and turn
keeping
my
him out of
screen.
trouble.
Okay.
If we can keep
Now I can
Pascal's
see the
emotional
chat.
intelligence, I might be able to teach him to treat people with kindness. What do you think, Mr. Svarog?
This procedure is theoretically viable, but there are risks.
Okay,
It will
okay, let
not
me catch up in the
eliminate
chat.
muddled information. Additionally, the newly installed programs may be later contaminated by it.
Okay, okay, okay. Oh gosh, I missed so much of your lives because of what? SV. I'm gonna take that to mean some kind of school. Yo, what's up, Aisha? Welcome to the stream. Where's everyone? I'm not gonna lie, they're probably not even used to me being live again, you know. To be fair. You sound kind of sad. You okay? No, I'm good, car. I'm good. I'm not gonna lie. Just you made a mistake by skipping who? Skipping who? IKA. Who's IKA? Yo, what's up, Jan? Can you sound different? Okay. Different in a bad way. Sound like I need to wake up. Alright then. So we caught up on the chat right now. I see Jan, I see Ice from the chat. Shouts out to both of you. Bark, I guess. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with my actually, you know what? Saying that, I probably do sound different because wasn't there an issue with my microphone or something? And I had to put it on mono sound. Is it still doing that? Let me have a look. Take off mono. Yo. Yeah, bro, it's still doing that thing where it's only going through one side. Okay, now it's doing both. Ika is a Hyacinth's memo spy. Okay. King said because we're in such a nerd and doesn't come to streams. Oh, snap. The feed Big Mac, please, unicorns. Oh, okay, that unicorn thing. I follow. I was just doing it barking again. Have you guys been playing Cookie Run or anything like that recently? I think I need to get back on there, you know.
In other words, because we cannot monitor the robot outside of the network, this approach can only guarantee Pascal's stability for a brief period of time. The probability of the robot crashing again is around...
And if that happens, I'll do it again. And if it happens again, I'll go through the exact same steps. I'll guide him.
Flower's not
and
giving up,
fix
you know.
him. No matter how many times it happens,
I'm happy
I'll
for
be
her,
here
but
to help Pascal.
she keeps roping us into it, so it's kind of
But he will forget about you, Clara. He will repeatedly forget you, as well as all the emotions and memories he has previously accumulated.
Yeah, that's
His
mad.
limited storage capacity will eventually become completely overwritten by infinite copies of muddled information in an everlasting cycle.
Oh, snap.
Clara, the challenge will be tougher than you can possibly imagine. Are you sure this is the path you want to take? There, Clara. There's no need to rush to a conclusion.
God damn,
The
Megatron.
variable Billabog's fate is still here.
God damn.
Perhaps he can suggest the best solution.
To me?
Okay. I trust your judgment.
We trust your decision.
My decision. Are they actually gonna give me a
provided
choice?
their solutions. Svarog thinks that formatting Pascal's data and integrating him into the base's network is necessary. But doing so will deprive Pascal of his special emotional intelligence. Although it may sound cruel, this approach best prevents Pascal from posing a threat. Clara thinks she can use programming to control Pascal's behavior and to prevent him from causing harm while keeping his emotional intelligence intact. However, this doesn't address the root of the issue, and it also requires Clara to devote much time and effort to Pascal. Although Clara will use Pascal's emotional intelligence to help guide him in the right direction, Pascal could still go out of control in the future.
Okay.
In addition, Pascal has a history of stealing, even though he never caused any harm to anyone. This is also a major concern. What is
Lost
most
the
important
role of
here?
leader in the guild.
I need to think carefully and choose one solution.
How do I lose the role of leader in
Then
my guild?
persuade the other person.
That don't make no sense. Convince Clara or Sparrow to take up the other's plan and decide on Pascal's fate.
Nice.
Eternal Sugar Ban ended and Awakened Hollyberry came out. No way. Yeah, you might have to have a look over there, you know.
What should we do with Pascal? Okay, I'll think about it some more too.
Clara proposed that you should choose Outsider. I respect her wish. Have you made a decision about how to handle Pascal?
Oh no, blood. How's this one gonna turn out? I don't know. You see, as a kid, I'd be like, yeah, let her go fix the robot eternally for the rest of her life. But as an adult, it's kind of like, bruh. Am I really going to decide that for the rest of this girl's life, she's going to go and fix the robot that's going to forget about her over and over again? And she's sensitive as hell. I don't know if she cut out for that blood. I ain't gonna blood. I don't know. I'm gonna have some thought about that and come back to it. You see what's gonna happen now? I got a feeling what's gonna happen now. You're gonna go over there.
I understand. You can make a decision after you've thought about it more.
Yeah, I'll decide after I've thought about it more, to be honest. Let's go do something else in the meantime. We'll see what's going on with this damn guild. I'm hearing silly stuff. Come on, dog. You can ask me 1,000 quid. What you doing now? Okay, so we'll come back and decide what's going on over there in a second. You know, question I was kind of interested in. What was going on with that Washtopia thing? I did want to check out that Washtopia thing low key. I'm not going to lie. Hope's got some stuff going on. Okay. Let me try and get some things kind of in line. Let me try and get some things in line. I definitely need to do something about this microphone. I ain't gonna lie. Unpin that. All right. What should we do next? We can't spend all day looking for one. Let's just do one. Guess we'll just go deal with Sir Val, I guess. Okay. We'll go here, deal with that quest, and then we'll decide what's going on afterwards. I ain't gonna lie.
It's still early. Where to now?
Where the hell does it take us to? Okay. One set, kind of multitasking. Not doing the best job of it. We're multitasking nonetheless. I should doing up Bart mode right now. Nice, my Wi-Fi sucks. What the hell? You having internet problems right now? Is this updated? Swear down. It's got a 2 GB update. That's gonna take a bit of time. Might as well finish up this question on. In the meantime, I don't need to hear it. That sound is gonna get annoying very quickly. Alright, then hit that. What do you guys think? Are we doing Cookie One Kingdom today? Are we taking a look at Cookie One Kingdom? Do that for a sec. Okay, so server is here. You know, majestic. How does she have glowing hair? Glowing hair is crazy.
Where did they get to? Ah, speak of the devil. I was just wondering when you might show up. Don't worry, there's enough to go around. On the house, order whatever you like. There's something I need your help with. I had to make it up to you somehow.
So you need my help with
Looks like
something.
we're not the
You
only
made it
ones who
with
wanted
tea.
afternoon tea today, though. We'll have to stand up for the time being.
True.
Was it that obvious? I'm out of practice.
Yes.
Well, you're clearly better traveled than I am, and I know how generous you are. I feel embarrassed to ask now.
Girl, spit it out.
How can I put this? If I remember correctly, you, March, and Don Hung came here on that train. The Astral Express, right?
Yep.
I was wondering, is the train accepting new passengers?
Swear down.
Well, it's just... the dust has settled now. The Stellaron problem has been resolved, and... Cocolia... Forget it. It's nothing. Forget I said anything. You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. I like practicing the guitar, and performances are fun, but the crowds are pretty small.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Everyone gets tired of living in small places like Bellabog after a few years, right?
Are you basically asking to jump aboard the train with us? Can you just say it? Can you just spit it out?
Really? You're gonna say yes, just like that?
Yeah.
I understand. I'm counting on you. I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so apologies in advance. I knew I could count on you.
There goes Serval. I better send Himiko a text and ask about the request.
Okay.
Or I guess I could ask Mr. Yang? Or Pom Pom? Who's the best one to ask?
He's for sure not Pom Pom.
Let's send a message to Himiko.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, that was easy. Ask her to take her time packing her stuff out. Express will always welcome new passengers. Okay. But yeah, like that wasn't never ever going to be the whole quest, was it? Like, nah, bruh. You're not getting out of here that easily. Alright then, let's track down where Saval is. Hopefully it's not too far. While this goes there, that's a workshop. Fair enough.
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her personal invite after all.
I know. Let me think about it.
Sounds like she's got other stuff going on.
Perfect timing. Please, talk some sense into her.
I knew it. Hey! You're taking his side already?
I'm not taking one side.
Serval, I understand your reluctance to rejoin the Silvermane Guards. But Lady Bronya values your talent, and she sees how much you could contribute to the rejuvenation of Belobog. So I came to talk to you about it. In any case, you should at least pay her a visit.
Okay, I get it. I'll make a trip to Klipoth Fort and tell Bronya what I really think. Sorry, I need to get this over with. Let me know what they said when I get back.
Okay.
Same old Serval. Sorry, my head's still in the argument. It's like this. As you know,
It's still in
my
the
sister
argument.
used to be one of the research
Are you
team
back,
leads
Aisha?
in the Silvermane Guards
Did you change
technology
the
division.
color of your name?
Stellarons were her main
How you do
area
that,
of
Blair?
research. But her expertise went far beyond Stellarons. She was, and still is, well versed in mechanical engineering and other fields. Immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian wants her to resume her technological research and be a shining light for the revitalization of Belobog. However, you saw her attitude just now. I doubt her meeting with Lady Bronya will change anything. It'll probably just leave them both feeling dejected.
And leave me with a lot of wasted time. I says, to be honest, King, you're one of my favorite comfort streamer. You make me happy. Oh, snap. Well, glad we do that for you. I tried to touch my bud and it did nothing. Definitely appreciate the feedback there, Aisha. I'm glad that you enjoyed the stream and glad that you be happy when you pull up. It's actually good to hear, you know. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Also glad to have you over here as well. Also always a delight when you pull up. Big shout out to Aisha. She be balking.
I I think there's more than one element to it.
Yeah, my bad about the
Intuition
lack of
tells me
streams
this is
lately.
mostly linked to
We
Madame
will
Cocolia's
try
passing.
to, well, not try. We're gonna get back on the ball with that. I'll be honest.
That's true, but never mind. It's just a personal hunch. I've never been good at reading my sister's mind. I can tell the two of you have a close bond. If
But
you
yeah,
get the chance,
we're gonna get back onto
see if you can persuade her to
a
open
decent
up
schedule.
about it.
See what's going on. We're gonna have the streams up more than we'll have the
Hand on
streams
heart,
back up.
I wouldn't want to see her sitting behind
at
a desk in
a-
Klapoth Fort and
how can I
sighing
put
all
it?
day either.
I want to say a schedule, regular schedule, but scheduling's kind of difficult, man.
Belobog is too small
We'll just
a
make
place
sure we
for
try
a
and
mind as
stream at least
inquisitive
on
as
the days that we're
Serval's.
meant to.
Maybe it would be better for her to join you on your journey.
You think?
I'll admit, I'm a little worried about how she plans on getting all this across to Lady Bronya.
Isn't Bronya younger than her? No, she
Are
don't.
you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Klapoth Fort.
Alright. Cool. We'll do that, I guess. Change my color because I can. Oh, damn. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Cipher port is right over here. Said port, I meant port. Go up here.
Doesn't seem like they've finished talking yet. I hope it's not turning into a shouting match. Let's go in.
I understand your circumstances, Serval. I respect your choice. It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without considering your own wishes. Allow me to offer you my apologies. I hope you don't take this matter to heart.
No need, Bronya. You're a supreme guardian now. Don't let a little thing like this...
I forgot about all that things that happened before, you know. Yeah, I can't lie.
Besides,
That's why we need to finish up all our
I'm
quests.
the one who should be apologizing. I've put my own personal reasons ahead of Belobog's reconstruction.
I get it, Serval. After all, you and Mother... Sorry, I don't mean to open up old wounds. But there's something I need to ask you.
Go on.
This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's old things.
Nah.
She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Cocolia... You...
Huh?
It's nothing. You're
That
right.
guitar look
it
kinda cold,
does
you know.
belong to me. In fact,
What colour's my name on
once
Twitch? Is it
belonged to
still
me
gold?
And Cocolia.
There.
It was our shared treasure. If you don't mind, Bronya, could I take it back to the workshop?
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it. But that's between you and Mother. I won't pry. I hope you have an amazing journey, Serval. Do remember to visit home when you get the chance.
Yeah, I got a feeling she's
will.
not leaving.
Thank you, Bronya. I assume you heard our conversation just now.
Yep.
I didn't expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay. She didn't summon me just to return the guitar, did she?
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you'd never set foot in Klapoth Fort voluntarily.
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again. Guess we're stuck with each other. Well, it'll take a while to tell. When we were in cadet school, Cocolia and I were notoriously disruptive.
Used to.
We were always coming up with the next crazy invention. We called it exploring the infinite possibilities of new technologies.
I call y'all.
This guitar was one of
Crazy.
those inventions. Cocolia came up with a name. The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player, or electric guitar for short. Not really, no. She was a military history major, very different from what I was doing. Still, we hung out every day. It's only natural that my love for inventing would rub off on her. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Let's get back to the workshop first. By the way, want to help me pack my bags? That melody.
That's one of yours, right?
I didn't think many people liked that one. Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back.
Okay. Well, either way it turns out, I think they'll probably still pop up on the ship anyway, right? Once
Now,
you finish their quest.
what am I gonna call this new song?
Okay.
There's no place like home. I never feel completely free out there. Chapard, can you lend your dear sister a hand? Help me pack my bags.
Am I allowed to refuse? This place, just looking around gives me a headache.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'd rather opt out of that as well.
Okay, I promise this is the last time. I'm about to go traveling with him. Who knows how long it'll be before I can visit home again. You should help me pack while you still have the chance.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll give you a hand.
You just need to make yourself at home. You've done plenty of work already.
Yeah. Like the sound of that. And we have to help anyway. Man, you're a punk.
You're here. Come on, let's gossip.
Let's gossip. Alright.
Well, let's see. Ah, yes. Silvermane Guard's standard issue portable heater. It's broken though.
It's a family heirloom. It belonged to Rhonda once. You should take care of it.
I wanted to keep it with me. But that's the problem with old things. The less you use them, the easier they break. Besides, no one's paying me to fix it, right? Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machine overhaul skills? Want to practice on this old antique?
Here we go again. You don't have to do everything she tells you.
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is the same. You'll understand when you see it. So, I'll leave this one to you. In return, how about I tell you the backstory behind it?
Her deals are always so bad. You want me to do something and you're gonna give me the worst.
I knew you were a reliable apprentice. Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now you're helping me the last time too. That's called having a beginning and an end, right?
Yes.
Well done for putting up with her for this long.
Huh. Nice.
Wow, great job. Like I said, a reliable apprentice. As promised, let me tell you the story behind this little heater.
Okay.
Its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family, Rhonda Landau. She was one of our great heroes who participated in the defense of Belobog 700 years ago.
This is what the stuff we meant to pack,
The
right?
records tell that during the decisive
Feels
battle,
like
she led
isn't-
2 Silvermane Guard brigades. She engaged the enemy for 4 full days and nights in the fight for the city. I still have the newspaper clippings from that time. I'll show you when I get the chance. Of course. After all, she was a Landau.
Take responsibility for your choices and the people of Belobog. Every Landau is driven by that ethos.
God, I hope there's not a story for. Oh. Well, at least you're gonna make us finish her letter.
Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom. I haven't even finished
I
reading
hope.
it. There's nothing personal in it. Have a read if you like.
You're still writing to Mom and Dad?
Only to Mom. You know, I still don't get along with Dad.
You know, Serval, if you're really leaving Belobog for a while, you should pay them a visit
hell
first.
No. Go pack your bags.
I'll think about it.
You need to go. Well, I need to go.
Oh, that? It's a botanical specimen. Little Lynxie sent it during one of her research trips.
I don't
As
remember
for
who
the
that is.
name, I can't quite recall.
Who's Lynx again?
The Snowman's Palm.
Oh.
And little Lynxie is the youngest sister of the Landau family, by the way.
Swear down?
Ah, yes. Snowman's palm. My
So
memory's the
Lynx
worst.
is the sister.
It's the only plant here that looks like it's still alive.
Hey, watch it. Anyway, this specimen means a lot to me, so I'm bringing it with me. Thanks for the reminder.
Okay, one more. The guitar. Ooh.
Since you're so curious, I'll give you the whole story.
Yo, you already told
This
us.
guitar was actually given to me as a birthday present by Cocolia a
Okay,
long
she didn't
time
say
ago.
that, to be fair.
I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw materials were either too expensive or too hard to get a hold of. She helped me turn the concept into reality. Quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things. Back then, I thought we'd be friends for life.
If it was a gift, why was it in Madame Cocolia's office?
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions. We shared pretty much everything. We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together, and occasionally talked about music together, though it wasn't something she was overly familiar with. That's how things were until the day we fell out. A lot of our shared possessions never left her office again. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet. Now that I think about it, perhaps I was too naive. She'd probably forgotten it even existed. And that's the only Cocolia you guys ever got to know, huh? Always ahead of everyone else, never looking back. Even for a second, she put it all out of her mind. Me and every memory to do with me.
Swear down.
I know, but that's what makes it harder.
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
How did the conversation get so heavy again? No good. Let's talk about something interesting. You know something, Japard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype. The super electromagnetic flux player.
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the story.
That should be everything.
Okay.
Now, what am I gonna call this new song? Finally. I think I must have left cadet school with about the same amount.
No easy job. Serval.
Yeah, we'll get back
want
to the
to
main
ask you
story
again.
like later on with the proper stream and all that.
Really want to leave Belobog and go
Right
with
now,
the
we're just dealing with the
Trailblazers?
trimmings at the moment.
Of course. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't miss it. What's wrong, Japard? Oh, I see. Can't let go of your dear old sister, huh?
Forget it. I don't want to complicate things for you. But before you leave, I have one last request to make. The garrison is heading down to the underworld soon, to survey the situation around Boulder Town. Why don't you come with me?
Huh? You just said you didn't want to complicate things for me, and now you're sending me on a mission.
Yeah.
Aha! You just want to spend as much time as possible with me before I go, right?
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of old energy hubs in the underworld, and you're probably the only person in Bellabog
Also, did you do the catch Cipher? Yeah, I did. It's definitely decent.
Since you're leaving one way or the other, why don't you do the people of the
But
city
to be honest,
one
like what
last favor
happened
before you
with
go?
somebody else's trial. They put
Even
Acheron
at a
in the
time
team
like
as
this,
well,
you're
and
still
Acheron's the one that
thinking
ends up
about the
killing everyone,
people.
so it's like,
I don't know what to say. All right, I'll help you out. The first and last time the Landau siblings will work together.
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, could you accompany the garrison? You're Bellabog's hero. I'm sure you must be popular in the underworld. The Silvermane guards will face less resistance if you come with us. Thanks. I'll contact you when the guards have finished their preparations.
I'm tired of packing. Let's leave it here for today. Thanks for your help. Oh, I drank all the tea. Why am I getting sleepy?
oh, swear down, it's finished. Let's go. Okay. I'll definitely take that, man. What? Yeah, some reason I can't feel I need to see that right now. Divination commission. So in terms of missions, we've dealt with Serval. Really Affectionate Part 2. The one that's just, I don't really want to get involved with that. There's these 100 gem ones back at the station. And there's another one about this Washtopia. What time have we been on for that long? Okay. We should get some of these quests done, man. So that quests that we get are kind of being added instead of doing old ones constantly, man. Night of Universal Hallucinations, missions. How about this one? Keep thinking I want to do that one, and I'm never getting around to it, man. So there is no way that I've just got back here. And a man messaged me. There's no way. Alright. Let's keep some kind of focus. Let's get that Washtopia thing, see what's going on over there. Oh. You could go finish up that quest line. Which might make a bit more sense. Guess.
It's still early. Where to now?
Meet over the Landau siblings at the Overworld cable car. For some reason, that's below me. Okay. Oh, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, that's a trick. That is, bro. At least they left them by the entrance, I hope. Yeah.
You're here. Thanks again for agreeing to this. You're not wrong. It's only been a few minutes. The highest priority for today is establishing good negotiations with the Chief of Wildfire. I'm about to get that process underway. Serval was a little delayed on the way over, but that doesn't affect our schedule. Let's set off.
Hold up, I wasn't that late.
Negotiations will be held in the Boulder Town Clinic. Serval and I are newcomers, so you'll have to lead the way.
Okay, so I guess you're gonna speak to Natasha.
The underworld isn't exactly how I remember it.
Unless I'm missing something.
Feels like we're not getting many friendly looks, huh?
Yeah, they don't like you like that. Oh yeah, fair.
Well.
We're just gonna
I don't think our
ignore
little
Hook
clinic has ever
and,
played
yeah,
host to an
keep
occasion
walking
like
because-
this.
Can we go inside, please?
We meet again, Mr. Oleg.
Nobody look over to the left.
Oleg
just
will do,
keep
son.
looking straight. Just
No,
keep talking to this dude. And
You probably won't know. Our young Silvermane friend here and I had the pleasure of speaking to each other at a certain Guardian succession ceremony. We're not complete strangers. But as for this young lady...
The name's Serval. I'm, an ex-engineer from the technology division, and Japard's sister? Pleasure to meet you, Chief.
Likewise, miss. The more the merrier. And it's good to have you here again. It bothered me and Natasha that we never arranged a formal welcome for you. Once we're
Y'all
done
need
talking,
5 minutes to
you must
introduce
all join
yourself,
us for a
man.
meal.
Like, what are we doing here?
We'd be honored. But to your point, Oleg, let's finish our discussions first.
Quite right. Let's head inside. Too much commotion out here.
Yeah. Okay, what I got to say?
So she's your sister. The Landau family is full of talented young people, I see.
You're worried that Underworlders might still hold a grudge against the Silvermane guards. So you want to show your solidarity with the Trailblazers to build some trust. Seems like a sound strategy to me.
Rebuilding trust between the two worlds has always been a priority for Lady Bronya. People here must have felt abandoned by the guards after the passage was sealed off. If we were to simply take over the underworld in the name of the Supreme Guardian, I can only imagine how people would react.
Seems like you have a good handle on the situation. I see now why you made captain at such a young age.
So, you're also saying the guards want to work with Wildfire and use our reputation to win back people's support, correct?
Basically.
I wouldn't use those exact words, but that is more or less what we want to achieve.
If that's the case, I've got a question for you. Since this offer comes from those who left us to our fate for more than a decade, how would you react if Wildfire refused? Would you use force?
She's not trying to be diplomatic about it, is she?
Nope.
Who is she, anyway?
The barrier between the surface and the underground was the product of the former Supreme Guardian's misjudgment, and the policies that resulted from it. The people of Belobog should have stood together, but instead, we were made to blame and hate one another. Lady Bronya
They're basically
wants
trying to link
Belobog
up topside
heal.
with the underground.
So the Silvermane guards need to regain the people's trust. But we won't achieve that by kicking doors open and policing everyone around. As a grassroots organization, Wildfire did an extraordinary job maintaining order for over a decade in the absence of the guards. I can only imagine how much work you put in to protect the underworld. I can assure you that the guards are not here to seize power. If it takes time for the people to trust us, so be it. We're willing to take small measures and serve as an auxiliary force to Wildfire to help maintain peace. I hope you can see that everything we do to rebuild trust and make Belobog work for all.
I swear, he never used to be this emotionally intelligent.
That's an answer I can accept. Oleg, what do you think?
I think there's no need for the guessing game to continue. It's obvious we share the same goal. With the help of Branya, Serval, and Shepard, we're one step closer to rebuilding a united Belobog.
I agree. Tell Branya that Wildfire will work with the Silvermane guards on security matters. However, things aren't simple down here. Please also tell her to draw up plans in case the situation demands...
Monsters! Monsters from the Fragmentum! They're swarming toward the town!
Not good. Stay here, Natasha. The patients need you. The soldiers and I will handle this.
Understood. We'll be counting on you.
Everyone rushed outside. I should probably see what's happening.
Yeah, I should probably just go deal with it. Alright then. What the hell?
Please, help my friends! The monsters invaded the mine. Please, you have to save my friends. Otherwise, those things would tear them apart.
Don't worry. The Silvermane guards are trained for these situations. Where do we find them?
The Great Mine! The one with the big ore vein!
Understood. I'll send my men to set up a perimeter and start the rescue operation right away. Mr. Oleg, please entrust the Silvermane guards with the rescue. The defense of Boulder Town will need Wildfire's expertise. Watch out for ambushes, and be ready to receive wounded soldiers.
You're a natural-born commander. Understood. Leave it to me, son. Your troops will be unfamiliar with the layout of the mine. I'll send some of my men to be your guides.
Thank you. In the name of the preservation, I promise we'll do everything we can to save lives. I'll go on ahead and lead the troops to the mine. Catch up to us when you can.
I couldn't get a word in while they were talking. A duty-bound soldier and a resistance leader. It's hard to be rock and roll in front of people like that. You know, maybe I need to put my inner struggles in a broader context. You're right. I've probably been idle for too long. It's easy to get stuck in your own head. It's just... I see people fighting for their lives, and here I am thinking about how to escape. I feel guilty about that. Wait a minute. Was that Shepard's plan all along? Use guilt to make me stay? That's true. Anyway, since he asked for help, it's time to give those monsters a shock. You know the way to the Great Mine, right? Let's catch up with Shepard when you're ready. That's all you needed to say. Let's go.
Oh no, this was like a big beef
Put
still.
all artillery units on standby. Wait for my command to bombard enemy positions and cover our infantry advance. We have a choke point here. Tell all infantry units to switch to double line formation. Close quarters in front, gunners behind. Remember, get the wounded out as soon as possible, and always secure your flanks before advancing.
Yes, sir!
Ah, you're here. Get ready. We need to help the infantry lines drive deep into the mine. The back of the mine has been secured, which gives us a forward base to send in supplies. The Silvermane Wildfire Combined Regiment is conducting rescue missions as they advance. The battle is fierce. I need to get to the front line. I'll leave the command post to my officers.
I don't know much about warfare, but I don't see why a commander needs to lead the charge. The situation here is totally different from the restricted zone. Shepard, let me and him clear the way for you. You should stay in your command post.
Thanks, Serval, but please trust my judgment on this. I made a promise to Mr. Oleg to save as many people as possible. I have to see to it myself.
There's no stopping you once you've made up your mind. Fine. We'll do it your way.
Let's move out. We need to clear a way for Wildfire and the guards. All civilians, please go to the bridge immediately.
We're down to getting out of there.
There's a monster heading this way. What should we do, Japard?
Bring it down. We need to cover the retreat.
Is that Catadons? Ha!
Let's...
Next time. Of no great
Welcome.
concern.
It made it
Simple
easy
enough.
for us.
Reach the end of the
But
story.
we can't let our guards down. It's safe here. Let's move on.
Not safe here.
Cut away the heart of strife.
Are we going in the wrong direction? This don't seem like the right place.
Is that fear I sense?
Let's be
Time.
The foretold triumph draws nearer.
Have we not explored this place already? What the hell? Where's this?
Cut away the heart of strife. The foretold triumph draws nearer.
Japard, look. The miners have put up a makeshift defensive line.
Better than nothing.
Are you the Silvermane Guard?
Yup.
That's right. We're evacuating the miners together with Wildfire. Are there any other civilians up ahead?
The Silvermane Guards and Wildfire are working together now? Oh, civilians. I saw a girl run out from our defensive position just now. My brother went after her, but they haven't come back.
Understood. I'll bring them back. The guards and Wildfire have set up defenses on the bridge. You should head over.
Thank you. Please, bring them back to safety.
Oh no! Monsters are coming this way!
Leave the battle to us. You need to fall back.
Okay. Thank you for saving us.
We're in trouble now.
Countless threads, all within my grasp. Thus our fates become one. All lies shall be revealed.
Not nap time.
Is that so fragile, like a wisp of silk?
Let's go.
Time for a shot.
All right then. So, yeah, essentially, we're gonna keep working through this quest here.
Time for resolution. A little honesty would do us good.
I will get back to the main quest as well, but I probably want to do that on stream. That I'm gonna do it from the start, do a whole sit down, make it a whole thing, rather than just popping in and out. We definitely want to be getting that second world
for the
done.
missing
so-
girl and the miner.
Story in your own way.
Is it me or is it cold here?
In tight confines, a clash of wills is unavoidable. Cut away the heart of strife. Is that fear I sense?
Rules are made to be broken.
Welcome, customers.
Naughty child. Nap time.
1,000. Fight as one!
A little honesty would do us good. Countless, thus our fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Let's make it quick.
Rules are made to be broken.
All lies shall be revealed. Is that fear I said? So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
You know what? I'm gonna start. I think it's. Let's start putting the chat back on the screen.
The foretold triumph.
Might start doing that. You know, might have to put the chat. Start putting the chat back on the screen.
The foretold triumph draws nearer.
Okay, that seems to be where the kids are, so we can help them out.
In tight
They're in
confines.
danger.
That is not a good situation, by the way.
We're in trouble now. We were supposed to...
A little honesty would do us good. Catch a dance?
Let's go.
Nap time.
A little honesty would do us good.
Time for a shot. A 1,000. Fight as one!
Rules are made to be broken.
Countless threads, thus our fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Welcome, customers.
All lies shall be revealed.
You two, it's too dangerous here. Find the Silvermane guards and Wildfire at the bridge. They'll protect you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Zeno, take my hand. Let's get out of here.
It's so cold here. I'm scared.
The monsters have gotten stronger somehow. I don't remember them being this difficult.
Thank goodness we got here in time. If we'd arrived any later...
That's one brave little girl. You were like that at her age too.
Huh? I wouldn't go that far. I only had Dad to deal with. He could be fierce, but nothing like the monsters here. Besides, my problem with him wasn't that he was a strict father. I just couldn't believe that he never lifted a finger to oppose Cocolia's order to seal the passageway. Vowing to protect the Underworlders in one breath, and then deciding they deserve to be abandoned in the next? Family code of conduct. What a joke.
Father was a soldier. He wasn't supposed to question the orders from his superiors. Never mind. I know I sound like I'm defending him, and I don't want to make you angry. At least now we've got the chance to right the wrongs.
I'm angry just thinking about it. Looking back, I'm glad I left home early.
Running away doesn't solve the problem. It's been ages since you two had those fights, but you still can't let it go. You need to walk out of his shadow. I'm not trying to change your mind. I just want to know that your choice to leave this planet is a result of having thought things through. Not because you're trying to run away from something.
My choice.
Sorry, I sound like Dad.
Don't worry about it. I get what you're trying to say. I do. It's just... I need some time. Let's focus on the business at hand. That miner we met said his brother came this way. We should look around.
Okay. Be careful, though. I sense a drop in temperature. Something's not right. It could mean something we haven't encountered before is waiting for us. Stay on your toes.
Didn't even realize I was muted, man. I think we need to try and shut down that Pokemon community game when we're not on Pokemon, you know.
These monsters are tough. I need to find those kids.
Hey, did you just scare off a Fragmentum monster?
Kind of. There was one on its own. I managed to chase it away. Speaking of which, you came from that direction, right? Did you see two little kids, a girl and her brother? Ah, thank goodness. I chased the monster too far and lost them.
They'll be okay now. You should head back to the bridge too. The guards in Wildfire have set up a safe zone there.
Ah, thank you, all of you. I'm just glad they're okay. I can finally retreat as well. I heard there's a powerful monster down the road, some kind of leader of the pack. I'd take caution.
Alright, we're gonna go deal with him
Thanks for the intel.
expeditiously.
I think he was right about the monster. You two, no sudden moves.
Is that the monster?
I've seen this type of monster a few times near the... Wait, don't get too close. Something's not right.
Huh? What is it?
These monsters are usually eager to fight. You're guaranteed a fierce battle if you see one in the Fragmentum. But this one doesn't seem concerned about us. This could be a trap. I'm not sure either. I just have a feeling.
I mean, it's humanoid. It can't be that. Can't be that dumb.
The air... It's so cold.
Stellaron promises survival.
Oh, hell no.
Did it just talk?
You said her name?
Steady. Get ready to counter its attack.
Can Japard not hear that?
Japard, Serval, Londo.
Oh, hell no.
Did it just say Japard and Serval?
That noise! Do Fragmentum monsters usually sound like this?
Nope.
Talking? I just hear white noise. Wait, you understand it?
Our names? What's happening here?
I heard rumors about this kind of monster. Shadows in the Fragmentum that assume human form are echoes of the will of past guardians.
Swear down.
If the rumors are true...
Picolia.
Picolia? You just won't stop haunting me. I try everything to put the past behind me, and yet you always manage to creep up again.
Oh, snap.
Picolia, you witch! You've terminated my research and
I think she wanted
ruined
to say something
my
else.
life. What else do you want to take away from me?
Calm down, Serval. It's just a Fragmentum illusion.
All that time we spent together, was any of it real?
It was so easy for you to just leave this world behind. Don't you at least owe me an explanation?
Serval!
Londo, stand down. There is no place for you. The promised new world.
Oh yes, definitely Cocolia.
Sister, I know you want Madame Cocolia to respond, but this thing in front of us is our enemy. It was born out of the evil gathered in the Fragmentum. You won't get answers from it. Fight with us, sister. Let's dispel the shadow of the past once and for all. Of course, if you're not yet able to confront the past, then he and I will fight for you. Until your heart is ready.
Alright, let's do this.
You too. I'm sorry, brother. I always make you worry when things get serious. But I see what you're doing. Reverse psychology, huh? Well, seeing as we've come this far, Cocolia, let's settle this bad blood right here, right now.
We're in trouble
Okay.
now.
Time for resolution.
Time for a shot. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Better late than never.
Nap time.
Let's be friends.
Is that fear I sense?
Sagacious discernment.
Okay.
That's better.
Much better.
A little honesty would do us good.
Rules are made to be broken.
Welcome, customers.
I'm okay.
Is that fear I sense?
Let's go. Got that done. Definitely evil.
Why do you always have to stand in my way?
The temperature is returning to normal. The monsters are retreating. I think it's safe to say that the shadow of Madame Cocolia was the reason for this invasion. The other anomalies we experienced were probably also a direct result. Whatever the case, we've managed to avert a crisis. Are you okay? Indeed it was. We're lucky to have an experienced fighter like you who can adapt to different enemies. It would have taken us much longer to fight off the shadow without you. Serval, how are you feeling?
I feel like something heavy has finally been lifted. All that noise before it perished. Did you catch what it said? I see. You really made no effort to correct your mistakes, Cocolia. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. From here on out, I'm over that woman.
I can tell you mean it this time. I'm happy for you, Serval. It's not easy to truly put the past behind you. Looks like we accomplished our mission. I need to get back to the guards and Wildfire to wrap things up. You two should head over to Natasha's place and check in on the wounded.
Sure. Come find us later at the clinic. Let's leave Japar to his business and head back to town.
It's still early. Where to now?
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness. I see. Thanks for bringing me up to speed. The clinic has been busy while you were gone. We've treated many people, soldiers and civilians alike. All in all, I owe everyone a big thank you. It would have been much harder if Wildfire had operated alone. Thanks to Captain Gepard, we managed to keep our losses to a minimum. I'm sure people will begin to appreciate the Silvermane Guards after this battle. How could I forget about you two? We couldn't have done it without your help.
You're too kind. They deserve the real credit. I doubt I'd have come back in one piece without them.
Sounds like you went through a lot of danger. Are you hurt, Miss Serval? I can have a look if you like.
Is she hurt? She didn't even fight.
I'm alright, don't worry. Everything worked out eventually.
Check if I'm hurt.
Miss Natasha, we've returned.
Is that Gepard?
Mr. Oleg has a pretty good handle on what's needed in the mine. He's arranging for rescue teams and supplies to be sent over. He won't be back for a while.
Looks like you guys have the situation under control. Thank you. I'd love to sit down and chat with all of you, but I still have a backlog of patients to see. Oh, there was a girl and her brother who said you saved their lives. You might want to check on them and see how they're doing.
Do we have to?
Natasha's right. We should make sure those children are all right.
Oh, we shouldn't. Whatever.
Come on, drink it up and you'll feel better.
But there's smoke coming out of it.
It's you. You saved us from the monsters in the mine. You guys are Silvermane Guards from the overworld, right? If you hadn't been there, we would have... I'll think of a way to repay you. I'll get a job and... That's very kind of you. If Mom and Dad were still here, they'd want us to return the favor.
Mom and Dad went somewhere far away a long time ago. Haven't come back yet.
They'll come back one day, Zeno.
So, you're looking after your brother on your own? That must be hard.
Not really. It's my responsibility as a sister. I'm just worried that with all these monster invasions, maybe one day I won't. My brother is too young to survive in the underworld.
Jeez, they need to make these cutscenes a bit more interactive.
The misjudgment of the
Some
former
of these can be
Supreme
painful,
Guardian
to be honest.
isolated the underworld for more than a decade. With that isolation came tragedy. But under Lady Bronya's leadership, the Silvermane
Especially
Guards
when it
will
comes to
atone
the
for
little
past
chit chat things
mistakes
like this that are not
and
like
bring relief to the people.
made the story relate. Like this is just
From now
like,
on, you don't need to worry
we would
about
need
the safety
15
of your
minutes of
family.
this discussion right now.
Captain Gepard.
Taking care of yourself is hard enough under these circumstances.
Jeez, isn't still
Let alone
talking,
if you
bro.
have a brother to look after. I know it can't have been easy. Zeno, right?
Yes, Mr. Captain.
You're still young, so you need to stay under your sister's wing. But when you grow up, remember to use what you've learned to protect her. Be there when she needs you, and listen to her when she feels vulnerable. She'll do the same for you.
Okay, sir. I'll protect my sister when I grow up.
Thank you, Captain Gepard. Zeno and I will remember your words.
You know, I'm pretty good at turning a happy reunion into a tear fest. Let's call it a day and give them some room. If you're not too tired, Gepard, can I talk to you for a moment?
Okay. I think I know where this is going. Give me a sec.
what you said back there, did you really mean it?
Of course I did. And it wasn't some last-minute speech I cobbled together. It's how I've always felt. We can't always face problems alone and build walls to keep people out. We need to learn to rely on others. Especially those we care about the most.
I know what you're up to, Jeppy.
Huh? What do you mean?
You made it sound like you were talking to those kids. But you were talking to me. Who's building that wall now?
Well, a Landau just called out a Landau.
Gepard. I changed my mind. Change of plan. I've decided to stay in Belobog.
Of course.
Serval, I just want you to know that I would have supported your decision, no matter what you chose. I wasn't trying to force you to stay.
Yes, she was.
I know that, Gepard. Don't worry. I've thought this one through for a change. What you said was the last piece of the puzzle for me. I suddenly realized that my decision to leave was just me trying to run away from my problems. It wasn't a mature decision. I've always found it hard to handle complex relationships. Be it Cocolia or my family. The first thought I have when things don't work out is to run away. Starting from today, that's no longer the case. After all, I'm not doing this on my own, right?
Right.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had any idea about the hardships people were going through in the underworld. It made me feel like maybe I could help a little and make Belobog a better place. I have one last thing that I might need your help with.
One last thing. God damn.
I want to see the Stellaron. I want to see the place where Cocolia sacrificed herself.
Say no more. We'll go with you.
Oh, but before that, I need to go back to the workshop and get something. Why don't you head north first and we'll catch up with you? It's all right. I've got Gepard with me. We'll be safe. See you in a bit. It's cold here. Is this the Stellaron imprisonment device?
Yeah, this battle was cold, I'm not gonna
They
lie.
had such advanced technology back in the day. Impressive.
This is where Madame Cocolia died.
She gave something back in death. I wanted to come here to perform for Cocolia. To say goodbye. I'm glad you guys are here to witness it. Not the nicest spot for a show. And the equipment could be better. Sorry about that.
The stage is yours, sister.
Look at me, Cocolia. Don't you dare look away. Because I will no longer live in your...
Swear down. Nah.
Happy?
Happy. I just wish I could have seen the look on her face. Shame. Well, that's all from me. Thanks for sticking by my side throughout all of this. As for tonight, let's go to old Gerda's place and have a big feast to celebrate.
So, you're getting the tab?
Swear down, let's go. Okay. So she comes to the express now. Basically the same thing. Swear down. Both of them at the same time is crazy, to be fair. Got about 200. We'll put one out there, see how it goes. But yeah, as for now, the main thing, probably need to still keep working through these quests, getting things done. We've got missions, still got quite a bit of missions to go. Not a lot though, in terms of purples. We've got the main quest, of course. We're gonna have to go through that. We should probably deal with this equilibrium thing. We put our team to level 60, so it shouldn't be too bad dealing with them. Okay. 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 I see where we need to go with some of these quests. Alright, cool. Alright, makes sense. But yeah, alright then people, I'm gonna leave the stream for here now. I'll hopefully be back a bit later. Well, a bit later, it'll be a lot later now. And then we'll try and pick up where we left off. Big shout out to everybody that locked in today. I want to give a big shout out to Nubu, shout out to Aisha. Shout out to Nubu. Oh damn. Well, shout out to Nubu anyway, but yeah, shout out to Jan, shout out to Aisha. Any silent viewers that came through, definitely appreciate you. Shouts out to our moderator W as always. And yeah, I'm gonna go sort a few things out and I'll be back later. King Cruise channel and I'm out. Peace.